Right, so it's no secret that there's a lot of predators out there preying on little children. And with the growth of the internet and more people using that as their main form of communication or making new friends, naturally a lot of predators are gonna move there. You no longer need a white van and some candy to talk to children with ill intent. And one of the more popular ways that predators talk to children online is through video games. And unfortunately, due to their awful moderation, one of the more popular video games that they do this on is Roblox. Because unfortunately, Roblox has shown time and time again that they are extremely lenient with this kind of behavior. Which is why if you go onto YouTube and show a clear interest in Roblox, you'll most likely get a video recommended to you of someone catching a predator on Roblox because of how common they are. And just recently, a predator catching YouTuber named Schlep would receive a cease and desist letter from Roblox and would get permanently banned from their platform. Now, before recording this video, I actually had no idea that this even happened because if I'm being brutally honest, I usually don't watch that kind of content. So when I was asked about it on stream the other day, this is how I would respond. So what's your opinion on Roblox suing people catching predators? I don't know, bro. I don't really have an opinion because I'm not like in the know about that. Like, I'm sure Roblox has some sort of reason for suing those people, but obviously on paper that sounds terrible because they are showing it to the public, making them look bad, so they terminate people for doing their job, their thing of employment. Yo, chill out on the cussing, bro. At the end of the day, bro, Roblox is a business. If a bunch of people knew that there was like a bunch of preds running around in their game, parents wouldn't want their kid playing that, obviously. I mean, I kind of get it. Do I think it's right? Obviously not. I would basically explain that because I didn't know the context of the situation, I kind of understood why Roblox would do something like that. But little did I know, the context was way worse than I thought it was. Now, if you're someone that regularly plays Roblox, you would know that Roblox has a very bad report problem. Someone could be wearing a very inappropriate avatar, say or do very sexual things in the game, or even just full on have sex in the game. And if you report this person, Roblox will most likely turn a blind eye. It's not until Roblox gets many reports on one person where they finally start paying attention. That's why you'll often see people going around the game saying, hey, can you report this guy? Because they're trying to get as many reports as possible on this one person so that Roblox can take them serious. But even then, Roblox is still very slow to doing anything about the situation. Most of the time, they still won't do anything at all. You could literally send Roblox the most clear-cut evidence that someone is doing something awful and they won't do anything. And this YouTuber Schlep has literally sent Roblox evidence of someone's arrest and they still wouldn't get their account banned.
This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox.
So if the police act quicker on this situation and this kind of thing ends up making the news before Roblox even considers banning this guy, why should we trust that us reporting someone through Roblox is gonna do anything? Especially when the predators that have been arrested and went to jail can still access their accounts once when they're out of jail.
Every time we get an arrest on the dude, he reports them right away, right? He reports them right away. Roblox doesn't do anything. Whenever the dudes bail out and stuff, he'll literally see them go back online doing whatever they do, playing games and stuff, and he's already reported them, and he'll tweet at them, yo, Roblox, I literally sent you guys the guy's arrest information, everything. You guys still haven't banned him. The only time they ban the person is whenever the video drops.
And we didn't even get to the cease and desist letter yet. Now, there's obviously a lot to unpack here, but I mainly want to focus on the actions that Schlep took that apparently expose users to increased risk. Engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. So I guess diverting the attention of a pedophile to a consenting adult instead of an actual victim somehow puts other users at increased risk. Sharing or soliciting personal identifiable information. This is by far the most baffling one because when you're reporting someone to the police, what's the first thing that they ask for? Their personal information. And then the last reason is directing users to move conversations off platform. So Roblox has a rule where you're basically not allowed to go to a different platform to communicate with someone, which on paper kind of makes sense because how is Roblox supposed to moderate what people are saying while they're using their platform? But what I find interesting is that on Roblox's own community guidelines, they make an exception to this rule for Discord. Now, I don't know if I'm missing something here because Roblox still doesn't allow you to ask for people's Discord while playing their game, but it still doesn't change the fact that usually how Schlep ends up catching these predators is by him sending a message in a Discord server. So in those scenarios, he's not directing any users to move the conversation off platform, because the conversation usually starts on that platform. But even in the case that Schlep goes through Roblox first, again, it doesn't change the fact that what he's exposing here is illegal. He's not exposing some cyberbully or some scammer. He's exposing activity that is literally punishable by law that is happening on your platform. Like, let's say you go to a library, right? And they try to enforce some sort of no phone policy because they're like loud or distracting, but usually nobody really follows this policy, right? Because some people like to listen to music while they read, or take breaks in between reading, or just straight up read whatever book they're reading on their phone. Now imagine in the corner of your eye you see someone get assaulted, and the first thing you do is call the police. The police shows up, end up arresting this guy, and this makes the news. But because the library didn't like that they were put in a negative spotlight, they tell you that because you used your phone to call the police even though they have a no phone policy, you're never allowed to go to that library again.
What?
As dumb as that may sound, that's basically what happened to Schlep here. Instead of attacking the root of the problem, Roblox attacks the person that is trying to solve the problem. And one of the roots of this problem is these active games that are clearly sexualized, and yet it's available for all ages to play. You don't even have to actively seek out these games. They could literally just pop up on your recommended.
Why is a game like this still up? Hug or pass? We all know what this game is, man. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the point of this game. And look, I'm just gonna say, this is very clearly supposed to be a smash or pass game, right? That's very clearly the point. And it's got maturity level minimum. Anybody can play this. There are so many games that are even recommended to you on a new account. I've made a new account where these games are recommended to me. Like literally a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old little kid Roblox account, and these games get recommended to me.
So any naive little kid could join one of these games, see something that they're definitely not supposed to see, but because they've never seen it before, they show more interest in it out of curiosity. So next thing you know, they join a Discord server related to this, send a message in the server, and now they've got a bunch of grown adults DMing them. But to make matters even worse, Roblox would then come out with a new vigilante group policy. Law enforcement professionals are best positioned to investigate potential crimes. Yeah, Roblox, I think Schlep knows that. Therefore, we want to be sure any violations on Roblox are reported and acted upon through the proper channels. So not only did Schlep report these people through Roblox, but he also tried telling the CEO of Roblox what's going on just for him to get blocked. And he even went as far as doing this.
I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California.
So bro literally sent physical evidence to the Roblox headquarters, and they still never banned the guy that needed to be banned. Like, what more do you want him to do? Unfortunately, there are cases of vigilante groups or individuals violating our policies to entrap users or otherwise self-police the platform. Schlep has done neither. Actions taken by vigilante groups increase the risk of more users being exposed to bad actors and can delay enforcement efforts by both Roblox and law enforcement. Right, so let's blame Roblox's ridiculously slow moderation on vigilante groups. Instead of taking matters into their own hands, we encourage the community to report any inappropriate behavior directly to Roblox or law enforcement. I mean, I don't know if I'm even allowed to share this to law enforcement because Roblox might ban my account for sharing personal identifiable information. But what I will say is that usually when these predators get caught, they usually say something along the lines of, "Hey man, don't call the cops, okay? I don't want to go to jail." And you'll never catch them saying, "Oh, please don't report my Roblox account." But not only did Roblox create a new policy after banning this guy, which is already messed up in of itself, but he literally didn't break any of the rules on this new policy anyway. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess this policy would be good for actual vigilante groups who enforce the law by themselves, but Schlep is not one of those people. Like, imagine Spider-Man, except he's not actually fighting criminals. He just swings around the city while gathering evidence of crime and immediately reporting it to the police. J. Jonah Jameson would love this guy. And the weirdest part about this whole thing to me is that Roblox is actively actively trying to get rid of anything Schlep related. If you go on the marketplace to buy clothes and search up Schlep, pretty much everything related to him has been deleted, and if you do find something related to him, it's most likely because it was just now created. Official Roblox accounts are removing people for even talking about Schlep on their posts. So the cease and desist letter was not just a one-time thing. Roblox is doubling down on this whole situation. Roblox clearly needs to come up with some new solution for their awful moderation, but I can assure you that banning the person that was literally making your community more safe is not the solution. I know I don't usually make this commentary, reaction styled content, but this is something that I especially felt the need to speak on.